This is not easy. Look, it's a little bit tougher than I thought it was. Yeah, I've got this one almost down now. I'll tidy it up. I'm just pairing it. It's sharp enough to do it, but the big one isn't. I can't get the big one in. I really need to get a different size one. I've got thousands. I just cannot be bothered. Let's do it with this one. Work my way around. It's quite deep. I've set it deep because the timber's further down. The timber's below this level. It's there. This timber bit face is there, and it goes that way. So I need to make these a bit deeper than the ones that I did for the top. They weren't very deep. I don't have the material to do the other, the actual male part. I don't have the material for that. I'll have to find something. We'll have to go through hauling stuff and have a look, see what we got. None of these are going to be seen. They are on the outside, but they'll all be filled. And oh, I've just cracked it. I think I just heard something go. Yeah. Get that in there. I anticipate having to sharpen this chisel when they go in the plywood. It's nothing. It'll take a few minutes. But it is really sticky stuff. It's horrible. It is horrible stuff. I think this is what they were in the tombs in bloody Egypt. This is the same crap. The same stuff. With the cedar, because they got it from Lebanon, didn't they? They didn't have their own trees. They only had the palm trees. I don't think that's tough stuff. I don't know. Don't quote me. I don't know anything about palm. Although I'm watching something amazing. I've got 2 cheese plants in my room, and my daughter gives them, and they've been outside over the summer and they've been getting massive. They're huge now. And because they were brought into the warmth, they're putting new leaves out. And it's incredible. We don't normally notice it because they're in another room. They were in the front room. It's just it's a decorative room, and nobody goes in there. It's just used as a storage area until we can get all the cupboards and units and everything made. And it's just full of stuff. And it's full of my daughter's stuff for a garage. When a garage gets built, all the stuff from our house it's all stored at our house. So. And they were in there, and we moved them out, and now they're massive. They won't go back in there. They don't fit, so I put them in my area. I've got an area where I just do all my computer stuff. I've got my laptop set up, and when everybody's asleep, I'm still working away. I don't be disturbing them with noise and stuff. So I've got a separate area. It's how it is. It's how everything's set up. It's been like that for years. And these are growing in there. It's absolutely fascinating how our leaf comes out. And the factory that's inside there that's making that leaf. Unbelievable. It's like a butterfly when it unfolds. It's doing a similar thing, but it's a spiral. Cheese plants, I think they're called cheese plants. They've got those cuts in the leaves. And these things are huge. And how it forms the leaves, incredible. It comes up as a tiny little fawn. It looks like a fawn. It pushes it out, this fawn. And then I was looking at it, I thought, what the hell? I've never seen it because it was happening in the room where you don't see it, and it's grown a leaf, and you come back and you don't even know it's grown. All we do is water it, I go in and water them every now and then, and that's it. And I didn't bloody know it was doing that. You don't really look at the shite. You don't really look at, leaves, how they form. This thing comes out like a spike, and it's like, they copy, obviously, the solar panels on all these spaceships are done the same way. They've just copied these plants. They don't unfold and all sorts of little magic origami tricks, but it's all plants that are doing it. And this thing comes out and it's a spike like this. You see it? I was wondering what it was. And then it starts to get bigger and it's got a taper. It starts to look like a spire. It starts to look like a spire. It starts to look like that. It's got a point on the tip, and then it starts to unwind, yeah? And this bloody leaf unfurls out of this thing. At the same time, it's pumping energy from behind. The energy of the plant is pumping from behind, and then it does this, and it starts to unfurl, and you see my fingers, they're like the cheese plants things, and it unfurls, and that point, this point stays on one of the leaves until it's fully formed. Comes up, and I'm going to show it. I'm going to do a little quick vid of it. Just of it, and it does this, and then it goes. It's light green, like a lime colour to me, not to everybody else. It's a proper colour. and then it unfurls, and it's got this, which way around, and then it eventually it starts looking, once it's not, they're not formed yet, so they're not chlorophylling yet, they're not looking for light, and they'll start to harden, I reckon, next. And I wanted to catch this as it was a spike, and I didn't. I missed it. I was going to do a video for just like a snapshot, loads of little snapshots, but I don't know how to do it. I've no idea. I'd really wanted to do like a stop motiony thing, but I've no idea how to do it. I don't have a tripod, so I couldn't set it up in the same place. I do have a tripod, but they are buried and they don't fit. This obviously they don't fit on a mobile phone, do they? Unless I can find it. Oh, that's where it broke. And I bond it. Find a way to. But right, that's one done. Let's get in here. Just make sure we got it. That's one done. Get that off. Do the other long one. Flip that round. Yeah. Yeah, I'm absolutely fascinated by this leaf now. It's really amazing. It really is. Just trying to use my knee to hold this clamp. While I clamp it, just got my knee down there holding it up. Get it tight. Let's get this formed a bit more. Should have kept going back like that, but I don't want to disturb that one. I don't want to start cutting into these others. Just angle it up a little bit. Angle it up. Look, I've got it at extreme angle, and I'm just cutting into that back bit because I'm having to chisel those out. I don't want to chisel them out. I'll make sure I've got all the way to the bottom, because I've cut it there with the Stanley blade. I've cropped it there. I've just scored it in there with the Stanley blade to depth. So all basically I have to do is just keep chiseling at this. I'm just going to do that. Look, I'm just going to do this. You know, and a piece will come out like that to the end of the cut line. It can't go anywhere else, can it? Yeah, that's just what I'm doing. Just get it and it'll crack it out. Once I've got it to a starter, this is the problem though. If your chisel jumps, it'll just take these corners off. It doesn't matter. There, you see. Now that's as far as that cut went. You see, the cut's only gone that far. It's deep down here, but it's only on the surface there. So now I've got to start chiseling. That's it. That's the maximum it can go. There, it can go a bit deeper. In the centre, it's deeper. Look, right. And that's it. That's basically it. So now I'm gonna go down with the chisel. I'm gonna braid the chisel in there, and this way, and then just work at it. Where's this? Where's the saw? Just keep working at it, you know. Just trying to get that a bit deeper and a bit deeper and a bit deeper and a bit deeper than there. I've already got a starting point now, so I can actually go down. I can just keep going straight down. I've got a little start point there, look. Shove that in there. Get it a bit more of an angle on it. I've got that starter point back there now, when I can just put that tooth in there and just work forward towards me. I've lifted it up, look. I'm just dragging that tooth in. Oh God, it's tiring. I've got to go get my daughter soon. My toes are really hurting. The load of this fat git on my toes, it's incredible. It's incredible how much load my poor little toes take, and they're aching now. I don't sit down, so I'm just stood up for hours, you know. What time did I start? 11 o'clock, 5 hours I've been stood on these plates. I still need to tidy through them at bloody 8 o'clock at night when I'm not too tired to do any work. I'll come back down and tidy all of them and put them in tubs and measure them all up and make sure I've got the dimmy dentions. Right, so I'll just put it over the fat part of the bench that's there. I've clocked it down there. I'll put the clamp back on. I'll start chiseling that and I'll be back after I've chiseled it.